The morning show at KXVS 92.1, the voice of Stockton. Well,
Stockton.
I'm glad that we're all back. I'm glad that you guys are still with us.
Play some trap music for a second.
Oh my goodness! Sometimes their beats are pretty, and the lyrics pretty. It's just one of those things that can be catchy and poppy. Then you stop and listen to what they're saying. You're like, oh dang! Oh, wait a minute! I don't think I want you listening to that right now.
you wake up and play trap music while you get ready, huh? Brush your teeth.
I'll let you keep that thought.
She's like, yep, that's why I'm so energetic.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with those horoscopes. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's that time.
All right. So we had a request that somebody would like all of the signs to be read. However, I think that would take a little bit of time. But let's just randomly pick another one to add into the three that we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 that we already do.
And we should probably just switch the random off.
I wish I would
the random one off like every other day or something like that.
So we're gonna start because we're in the month for Cancer. We're gonna start with Cancers. So for all of our Cancers out there, this is your horoscope. Okay, it says, a coworker or friend that you see on a daily basis will likely pull you aside today with a rather worried look on their face. Don't run away. They need your advice, counsel, and the benefit of your knowledge, not to mention your great big heart. You can do an awful lot of good for them now if you can let go of your own fears and share your experiences with them, and you know you can. So, hey, guys, get real with them. For you Cancers that are out there and your friends are coming to you and they need some advice, go ahead and be real with them. Don't hide yourself because they just may need that advice. So, having said that, let's go ahead and start with Aquarius next.
Yeah, Aquarius.
We got 2 here. Booyah, left and right.
Let's see what we're doing.
We got, it says, someone near and dear to you has recently come to you for a boon. And being the good friend that you are, you automatically want to agree. If you're harboring even one little tiny iota of doubt about their motives, however, don't do it, whatever they've asked. It's better to hold back. Keep quiet and keep your own counsel.
Huh.
So somebody might want to get you guys in a little bit of a pickle. They might want to get you guys in a little bit of a
Don't fall for
trap.
the okey-doke.
That's different kind of trap.
That is good to know. I'm not even going to tell you all my story this morning.
So be careful. Watch
That's
out.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Don't do it.
Trap.
If you have even one little tiny inkling, one little iota of a doubt, don't do it. Trust that gut instinct, guys. Your intuition, trust that today. So if you feel it coming and that's that warning, there you go. So it's just energies are aligning that way. Got to let you know.
Yeah, this horoscope is like 10 hours too late.
Let's go ahead and start with the Virgo again.
Man.
We're going to go back to Virgos. And it's quiet.
Why? It's on you.
Virgos.
Virgo.
I know.
Yeah, I'm listening. See how it gets quiet when you talk about the Virgos?
I'm telling you. And this is why I said that.
Yeah, just
They're very,
command attention.
It's all about secrets and deciding whether or not to let them out of the bag. Your mission is to be sure you're sure before you even think about opening your mouth. And speaking of your mouth, be warned that the stars are feeling both chatty and intense, so keeping those secrets could be more of a challenge than ever. That goes double for family secrets.
Oh, you're just full of secrets over there.
You really want to say something, but should you really say anything?
Already did. That's the problem.
Oh, 10 hours too late.
I'm in the same boat as you. Man, I should have read that.
Well, we are really almost 9 hours into this day already, so if you guys were up during that time.
All that's telling me is don't tell anybody else.
That's the
Don't tell
time.
anybody.
That's the time after those hours. Nothing is said.
Don't tell
Don't
anybody
tell
else.
nobody
There you go. Okay, Leos, this is for you. Ready to bring someone home? No.
What's going on?
We telling secrets to people.
Secret? Look,
Whether it's to meet the folks, your friends, or just let them see your place, better think twice. I know that's right. This could be the stuff that romantic legends are written about, but it could also be a revelation you'll regret. Not that you should be overly cautious, but just a bit of discretion wouldn't hurt. Take a day or two and think this plan over. It's a good thing I have nobody in mind to be trying to come say, hey, check out my place.
You know, that's one thing. You can't always let people know where you live.
That's right. And that's why when somebody had asked me, I posted just kind of a glimpse of my spot. And somebody's like, oh, where are you at? And I was like, I kind of want to keep that.
I'm out here.
No.
Yeah.
I'm out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Again, all the horoscopes seem to be connected in the cautious manner.
Yes, got to be cautious. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys choose one.
Actually, his was more like, nah, you done that.
We got
you have secrets. You have
We're going to give a random.
There's something already with you. Everybody else was like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do it. His is like, no, you done that. Keep that a secret.
Yeah, don't say
do
nothing
that.
else.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, mine was like, hey, watch out for that.
For somebody else who's out
like,
there,
don't.
we have another sign to choose from. I'm going to give you guys options. We got Pisces, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Taurus, or an Aries.
Aries.
Yeah.
They're always usually cute. Aries are cute.
Yeah, they like to flame on.
Girl.
And meaning, and what I mean
women.
by that is
Cute
they like to
women
be very
Aries.
flashy. They like to dress nice. They have a very vain,
Aren't
fair,
we compatible with Aries?
vanity. They're
I
like
don't
vanity. Yeah, they have
Actually.
vanity. So
Are Aquariuses and Aries compatible?
I'll have to look that up.
I would think.
I'll look it up while you give
Okay.
me
So for Aries, just before you pick up the phone, remind yourself that you're not sure what kind of mood they'll be in. That way, if they're as ready as you are to discuss the big issues, you won't be shocked. A team of potent astrological players are set up in your house of long-distance relationships, ready to help you unearth what might previously have been seen as over.
Whoa.
Whoa. I was snapping a friend back in the middle of that, but from what I interpreted from that is that somebody's going to...
That an old flame might not be, there might be some embers left there to rekindle right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's cool. That's
Something
like
in the house of long-distance relationships
Stoke
kind of
those
thing.
flames.
It's like when your charcoal goes out, and all you have to do is move it around a little bit.
There you go. And put another log in there.
Right.
Try again. Well, there you guys go. If you have another specific one that you guys would like us to touch on, we'll go ahead and do that. But right now, we want to go ahead and move along to our daily quotes and our daily instructions. As soon as we find out if Pisces
I have it.
and Aries is compatible.
Oh, so you
Or
want
no,
to-
Aquarius.
Aquarius
Aquarius and
and
Aries.
Okay, so Aquarius. Oh, okay. It didn't tell me what I thought it was going to tell me. All right. Well, we have to come back to that.
Okay, so we'll come back for that.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and move on with the daily quote.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So the daily quote today.
And then we'll do the daily. You want to do the daily instruction first?
Okay.
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 I have a feeling they're probably similar.
Okay.
For some odd reason. Daily instruction for today, ladies and gentlemen, listen closely. The best idea you'll ever have costs nothing.
That's true. Your thoughts are your thoughts.
And if you
They
want to
come from
repeat, you weren't here yesterday, so I'll give you what the instruction was yesterday.
Excuse me.
What good is knowing what you know if others don't know what you know?
Okay.
And to follow that up, today, the best idea you'll ever have costs nothing.
Wow.
Very-
That flows into each other pretty well.
Very
It does,
inspirational.
Yeah. Because the knowledge, you got to be able to share that. But then where does the knowledge come from? Comes from a thought, right? Starting from the thoughts, and then
Yeah.
people start to put in action and, start to discover more about it, explore it. Wow. So and it's free. That's the amazing thing. You can, and that's that whole, okay, I'm thinking on a business aspect here, entrepreneurship, pathway, because it starts from nothing. It starts from a thought, just one thought, and that's that knowledge. And
That's right.
oh man, that's
You didn't
pretty
have to pay for
cool.
that thought. Well, unless you went to school to get it.
Then you pay a lot.
You probably
for
still
Paid
those
to get
thoughts.
this plan. Well, I'm gonna follow that with the daily quote. This one is from Jacqueline Carey, and it says, "All knowledge is worth having."
Whoa, okay.
Look at that.
All right.
All knowledge is worth having.
So the
And it's
best
free.
the best
And
idea
it's
you'll
free.
ever have costs nothing.
And all knowledge is worth having. So knowledge should be free.
Oh, ding! Here we go.
Uh-oh.
We're on to some.
How much are we making on schools?
Right?
We are on to something. But isn't school in
Free, Europe?
abroad free?
There we go. Hey.
And in some countries you actually get paid to go to school.
Really? What countries are those? Do you know?
I forget the names offhand, but there's
Scholarships.
there's some countries where they say, hey, if you go to college, we'll pay you to go get an education and be smart.
No.
Or continue on the stature that you already have, because I think there's a potential of something to be unearthed within your mind. So please go expand. I'm going to pay you to go expand.
Yeah.
Versus here in America, wait, we don't want you to know these things. Wait, we don't want you to learn. Let's go ahead and just give everybody maybe a practical. Or okay, maybe they do. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's just not a level playing field. Let me think about this for a second, because you have certain education levels in different areas, whether it be private or public. Some changes have been made according to standards and what they choose to see as passing. So, whereas we compete with the rest of the world in education. So America's number whatever on the list for, best or, smartest people, or whatever the case may be, however they gauge that. And maybe I should look that up. But just kind of going off of, stats that they have worldwide, where like number this in math or number this in science, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I remember a discussion being had some years ago where they talked about how they have changed the education systems and have actually dumbed them down in a sense, because we have so many immigrants in the area that have different levels of education and or abilities, learning abilities. So in order for us to say that we're doing well, they've closed some gaps and taken out some curriculum to make it look like we're doing well. When really we're not capturing and truly broadening all those that are encompassed in the field of education and learning, because we're trying to cut out and or make up for maybe some disabilities or inabilities of certain things, but then we're kind of falling by the wayside on many issues. So.
Yeah, and you won't see that because statistics are skewed. They all tell you, well, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Well, you're only showing us one set of these numbers, and that's speaking to exactly what you're saying. Let's focus on this, because this is what we'd like to do, not the stuff that we actually need, because we are lacking.
Yeah, and because of the fact that we're putting up just certain numbers and everybody else isn't completely educated, it's actually bringing down our rank.
Right. Right. But we look like we're doing well because they've made it made it a platform where it's like, okay, well, we're only going to gauge this. We're not going to gauge this.
Yeah, but
we're going to gauge it like this, not like this.
The only problem is when you then scale us against other countries,
right?
We just go.
Yeah, they don't care. That's the thing. You only care about what you see.
Yeah.
You get outside of here, then you see the difference easily. While you're here, no, they want to blind you to the fact that, oh, no, we're great. We're the best in everything.
Right.
No.
But they fail to look at what is broken and to truly try to incorporate and encompass what would be in the best interest of these particular type of students. Well, if we have to expand and put more money there, oh, heaven forbid, we're educating a population that are ungrateful, we don't want to do anything, and then they say, well, let's go put something here because this is better business for us and we can make more money, kind of thing, where it's in corporate America, probably not too much of a lucrative business. So.
It's not fair. It's just not.
But this is why we like to bring literature into the house.
The public school systems like Stag, like the 209 school systems, the ones that run out of Stockton, have some of the worst schoolings that I've been to. I went to Stag, and dude, my teachers, they're really like this, a talk show. We could just show up to class and talk the whole time, and then just get your grade, and boop. Like, it was really handoff grades, and nobody caring about your education or this or that.
The compassion, the human aspect is gone where they truly do care. But then where is that fine line between a lack of disrespect from students and, it's like, hey, if you're, because it comes to a point too. It's like, yes, as an educator, you want to do your best for each and every person, but it's kind of like, and I'm going to take it back to something that I have heard about with Jesus back in the day. He can walk up to every single door, and something about leaving the sand of the sandals at the doorstep for those who are not willing to open it, and keep it moving and go into the next place for somebody who's willing to open it. So who wants that knowledge? So everybody can come to the classrooms. They can sit there and they can choose to sit and talk, or they can choose to sit and get that education that teacher is trying to put out. And so in essence, it's like the teachers are going to allow and assist, if you want the education, here, I'm going to help you get that to their capacity, whatever their capacity may be, because they may be lacking themselves, which may be the situation where a lot of the youth are feeling it, they're seeing it, they're experiencing it. And so they're starting to say, I don't give up about this because they don't really care to teach me, because they're having their issues. But that's where that broken society, has come into play.
That's what a lot of it was probably at Stag, is just the teachers probably didn't really care too much. So they're really laid back and chill with you as far as like, hey, let's just get, I had a history class and we had the book, right? And we'd have a hard copy of the book, and then we'd have like our workbook. Mm-hmm. So we'd do like chapters 1, 2 in our workbook, and we'd look in the hard copy. Literally all we did every day in class was we had our desk four to each other, so 2 facing this way and 2 facing this way, so we're like facing each other in class, and we just sit there and talk and copy each other's notebook. And then like every grade we got was through that notebook. So as long as your notebook was filled out, you had an A in the class. And we would literally just sit there every day, talk, and then fill out the chapters she said to do. And she would sit there and talk to the classmates and everything. So a lot of that.
Well, there you are getting your work done, though.
A lot of that in schools, though. Like, to me, I'm passing all my classes, but at the same time,
you're not really being taught anything.
Yeah, I'm not being taught. Exactly.
Well, that too, you gotta have a passion for it too, if it's something that interests you, because a lot of education that you do get is kind of like it's just kind of like, hurry up and just get this done. Like, we're giving you the education. You don't necessarily need to retain it all, kind of thing, because it's a lot of, especially, things like history where you have to know these, many facts. But to retain things like that, I think it takes a passion for that knowledge, to say, wow, I'm really interested in that.
And that's what it's about. I think now in American schools is the people who are going to take to the next level want to, because if you wanted to do that at Stag, there are people there who will direct you and help you. But for the most part, everybody's just chilling, like, oh, I like this. This is cool. Nothing wrong with this. But if you want to excel and take yourself to the next educational level and be above and beyond and knock out these Asians in the math scores, then you'd have to you'd have to reach out. You have to reach out. You'd have to find your mentor, just like in anything else.
Right.
So the people with the desire, definitely, they have the ability to do it. It's just the fact that everybody, social media, everybody in school,
we're social beings. What do you expect?
Too much Molly and Percocet out here in these streets. I don't know what to say, but if you want it,
like
it's
a trap
there.
king.
If in America, if you want it, it's there, but that you will be grown and taught to be blinded and whatnot. But if you want it, it's definitely there.
There you go.
There's opportunity out here for people, so there's no excuses that we can't have the top high scores.
Education, right? That's true. And we have great universities here in town as well. We have Ivy League, UOP, University of the Pacific. It's an Ivy League school. And we have Humphreys. We have the Stanislaus campus. Humphreys College. They are law. They do law.
Oh,
so okay. Humphreys is another 4-year college. That's up off of Ben Holt. You have Stanislaus campus. That's another 4-year college. That's off of California Magnolia. So we have
Oh wow.
We have many 2-year. We have not many, but we have Delta College. It's a 2-year college. We have
Whoop, whoop. And they also have sports as well. It's rare that you're gonna see you know what I'm saying, football at a
they've got football,
Heald
swimming,
College,
swimming. Swimming?
Yeah,
Delta
They have
College
Olympic-sized
Delta College has a swim team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
To
and
backstroke.
relating to earlier, according to usnews.com, where was it? I found it a second ago.
our stats.
Our stats, yes. Switzerland, one of the 20 countries new to the rankings this year, placed number 6, followed by the U.S. at number 7, 4 spots worse than last year.
Ooh.
So we were number 3 in education. We are now number 7 in 2017.
Isn't that interesting? Wow. Well, I hope that when we come back from our break, that this is going to be a little bit lighter and bring you guys some knowledge through the 4 agreements. So we're going to share a little bit of literature, recap what we had last time, and we'll be back.
Okay. Actually, before we do go to break, I want to let you guys know to stay tuned because around 9:30 we're going to have Dustin Breakbills in to talk about his show coming up later in the day, Details with Dustin.
Yes.
So stay tuned to that. It'll be around 9:30 for the last segment. But we will be right back. This is KXVS Morning Show. Happy to see Marcel's back.
Happy to see you guys.
He's in the mode with the shades.
Good to have
Somebody
you back.
was just on my snap like, it must be really sunny in there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
he does have the light right in his face.
oh, man.
Ready for that 101 weather.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back after this.
You're listening to the voice of Stockton on KXVS.
Peekaboo, peekaboo, smile.
Smile, buddy.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy. You know how boys are.
Or maybe he's teething. Oh, poor baby. I think his gums hurt.
Maybe he's just tired.
Or maybe his tummy hurts. He didn't eat that much.
Maybe he's not ticklish.
You think maybe he's scared of the dog?
Maybe he'll outgrow it. Maybe it's a phase. Maybe he just doesn't like smiling.
Maybe.
That works.
Yep.
It did seem a little low, but I just wanted to say I'm so glad that you guys are all back. I'm glad that we can share education and that we had a nice little conversation. If you guys missed that before we went to break, we were talking about the education and what we have going on in America versus the rest of the world, but we wanted to share because that was coming from the quotes about knowledge being free and you know the best thoughts and ideas that you have are free and you know knowledge is to be shared. Knowledge is a great thing to have. So we want to share some knowledge with you guys. Today's piece is called The 4 Agreements. It's by Don Miguel. It's a Toltec wisdom book. But I want to recap really quickly what we had yesterday. Can I?
Yeah, there you go.
And so I just want to recap really quickly yesterday. If you guys didn't have a chance to hear that, we were talking about the health benefits of certain foods, and you can find really great information through Alkaline Herbal Medicine, Reverse Disease, and Heal the Electric Body by Akil Anis. And then a guide to health benefits, foods that heal. And so if you guys get a chance to check out either one of these books, you guys can do that and get some great tips on health benefits. And then we're going to move into some things to help with your mental. So this is called The 4 Agreements.
Great book.
Very simple agreements. And these are things that you can just find even on the front cover, on the inside. And basically what it does, it elaborates on these. And the first one here that we have is be impeccable with your word. Impeccable, perfect, as best as you can, to the point, without beating around the bush and you know adding too much into it. You just want to choose the right words to say what you need to say, mean what you say. So
Words have power, right?
Words have power. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. And so that's be impeccable with your words, meaning what you say, having that power, using it for good, using it to
evil.
to bring things. some people, like, they don't even realize it, but they're speaking in those ways. Yeah. They catch, and if you can hear somebody versus somebody who's overusing the word, but in essence, it kind of helps to help you understand when you're really truly listening to their words. Somebody who constantly, oh my gosh, I love, and then there's those other
here with that.
Those other people that are and there's those other people that are like, I hate that. Oh my god, I hate like everything. I hate this. I hate that. You're just like
really? Can you just stop?
Yeah,
can you just stop?
It's pretty intense, but that's their nature, and that's the energy they carry, and that's they're speaking against themselves
instead of seeing
not to speak against yourself, but to build yourself back up, and to speak goodness into your life and things of that nature. So the next one is not called, but it's the second agreement. Don't take anything personally. So here it says, don't take anything personally. And that's a tough one for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
That is a tough one for
especially
a lot
if it's personal.
of people. Right. Right. And to try to not take anything personally really is very, because the world revolves around us. It's our bubble, and how dare anybody come in and say something that is like against what I feel or think in my own bubble. So, but just remember that comes from outside of you. So it doesn't have to affect you. You don't have to take that personally. You can leave that at your boundary, at your barriers, and say, that doesn't affect me. So don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. So, people stress and, oh my gosh.
Sounds harder.
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to do because, oh my gosh, I can't believe, because it comes from people you love, people that you're close to. It can, if a stranger says it, I don't really know that person.
That's easily, being taken personal.
Right.
When somebody you love.
Very.
But remember, they're still outside of you.
Yes.
Which is good advice. That's good advice. That's not me. That's them.
Right.
Then why is it in my life right now? You know what I'm saying? You start ask questions, but
we're social beings. We're all connected.
Book, so I'm not gonna go there.
That's a good question though, because we're social beings. We're all connected. That's why they're whether it be your mother, your father, your grandfather, a friend. You choose your friends. You can choose to have them in your life, or you choose not to. You can choose to go and be with family every day. You can choose not to.
That's true.
It's how you choose to allow these factors into your world, and how you select what you have in your world, and that's how you create your world. You can bring yourself peace by keeping the drama out, or if you like the drama, keep the drama. Right.
Keep the drama.
Watch Love and Hip Hop.
So the next one, number 3.
This is send him the book.
I will not. Number 3, don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. So don't make assumptions. And that's a tough one to do for a lot of people too, because they're in their mind and they're observing, they're checking things, and it's going through their own filter. And so if they choose not to ask the question to clarify something that they may have a question, then they're just going to fill in their own answer, which then is their assumption, because they didn't really get a clarification on a question that may have to do with something that they observed.
Or they didn't take the time to listen.
Yeah.
With their ears instead of listening with their mouth, and then boom, they have something to say right away. So,
and then there's that old saying, don't make a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I assume that something you said to me, it was meant bad, I could just blow up over it, and it's all like, no, I didn't mean that at all. It's like, oh.
Right.
I just totally
transformed your life. You went from what to okay.
What's that noise you make? Make that again. That was
it. You gotta put that on the promo.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, and the last one, guys, is always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. And under any circumstance, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. And we talked about regret the other day with one of those daily quotes and the guidance. You know, it's just, you know, doing some simple, so that you didn't have any regrets. So you don't have any regrets. So you always do your best in your best of health and not in the best of health, so that you're happy with the choices that you've made and or things that you've done. You're like, I did my best. I had 5 tasks to do on my list. I could only do 2. At least I did 2. And now tomorrow I only have 3 kind of thing. Yeah. So that's the 4 agreements by Don Miguel. And he actually has a couple more books, The Mastery of Self, and one other that's coming out. And I can't remember that title, but you know, I'd like to call this gentleman and ask him if he'd be willing to come in and have an interview with us.
And where is he from?
Don Miguel Ruiz? Good question. I'll have to call him and ask him. I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
We'll fly.
I don't know if the budget.
Have to fly him out.
The budget has that in it.
Let's throw my shades back on.
Just throw those on.
It's nothing. It's nothing. You take what's that, Greyhound? Is that all right?
16 hours. Right?
Oh my goodness.
All right. And next segment is.
Oh, well, coming after our literature, we just hope that you guys have all of that. And while you are thinking about different things to get into, maybe you might want to go purchase this book. It's a really short book. It's an easy read, and it's only 138 pages. Carlsbad, California is where they're publishing information for further information out of Carlsbad, California. So California. But if you guys are also looking to put your money someplace, you can put your money into KXVS. So if you want to become a member, you can definitely do that. It's a new easy pay membership plans. You can make it super easy, doing it just $2 a month. You can have that directly come out of the bank, and or directly out of a paycheck if your company allows for that.
Join us, please.
Join us, please. You give the card information, and the $2 comes out monthly.
So it comes out of your guys' bank account, but it's only $2.
But it's only $2.
Yeah, I'm sure like having your bank account at Bank of America for $5 a month is like more expensive than that.
Yeah, if you're working regularly and you're going to lunch every day, you're spending more money every day on your lunch rather than $2.
So it's $2 a month, guys. I think that's pretty reasonable, and you guys get to become a member of the station. And what are some of the benefits they get to have? Because we're your voice of Stockton. If you guys have something that you guys want to put out, we're definitely here for you to share that. So let's make Stockton great together. Let's make Stockton better together. Become a member of KXVS. And another way you guys can get involved, they have July 22nd coming up is Summer Wonderland, Christmas in July. That's a concert fundraiser for KXVS. They've been working really diligently to get the transmitter up so that airwaves are caught at 92.1 as you're rolling in the streets.
Should I have a comedy show to fundraise for our tower?
That would be awesome.
That doesn't sound like a half bad idea. We can talk about that.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we hope that you guys can make it out and find out more information about the Summer Wonderland July 22nd. Hope you guys come on out and help get some donations, talk to your people, bring some donations. We'd like to continue to support our local community businesses, which I want to give a shout out to a couple because I recently purchased some roller skates because I have to have some activity. I really enjoy that. And so Slip Skateboard Shop, that's over off of like the end of the Miracle Mile down towards Alpine and Pacific. Their address is 3228 Pacific Avenue. They've been here since 1977. They've been established since 1997. Since 1997. They've been around for a while and provided a lot of skateboards and skates to the roller derby team. We have a roller derby team here in Stockton Ports. Yep.
We do?
We do. And they're pretty awesome. They have a lot of fun. They play, against Sacramento's team, and I think Modesto has a team, but the girls get down. They have roller derby. They have some pretty cool skates, and I wanted some skates. I need it because I do like to roll around. I like to skate. I don't necessarily always want to be on a skateboard. Not saying that I can't be on a skateboard. I do like to be on a skateboard sometimes, but sometimes when I think if I want to roll down the street and get those big uneven sidewalk pieces.
Have you ever tried a longboard?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like to be on a skateboard, the cruiser boards.
Longboard.
That's so
I call it a cruiser. I call it a cruiser board.
Because skateboards are more for tricks and longboards are more for just kind of.
Well, I like to roll the skateboards too. I don't necessarily mind that, but it's just a matter of having the right comfortable wheels.
Yeah.
So okay, but other than that, my bike, I just got my bike up and going, so I want to give a shout out to Robbie's Bicycle Shop up north off of Thornton, and that's 7931 Thornton Road. They've been around 29 years, so they're a local bicycle shop. Go support them; they're pretty awesome. Thank you, Greg, for putting my bike together for me because I'm having a lot of fun with it. And with that, I think we're going to be pushing out on a break, I think.
Here, can I make
and
a shout out
Dustin is going to be coming in. Yeah.
I just wanted to shout out my cousin for coming to see me last night at the Cactus Bar. That was awesome. Him and his girl. Appreciate it. Want to shout out the G'd Up clothing brand. It's a local Stockton clothing brand. Shout out to them. They out here doing it again. That is G'd Up with a G, apostrophe D'd up. And, yep, they're out there doing the thing. And shout out to the Cactus Bar one more time out there in Woodbridge, California, which is north of Lodi. We're there every Wednesday putting down the funny, the comedy, doing the thing. I'm actually there every Wednesday performing, working on my set, too.
So you guys can catch Marcellus out there every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. We were just talking about putting a show together to fundraise for the station. So be tuned into that soon. That'd be fun. That'd be nice and fun for the station. Yep, every Wednesday I'm at the Cactus Bar. Look it up. It is in North Lodi, which is Woodbridge, California. Come mess with us, guys. And G'd Up and my cousin Mikey for coming out. Yep, that's all I had. Those were my shout-outs.
Not too bad, not too bad. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and cut to a quick break. When we come back, we'll be joined with details with Dustin to give us a breakdown of what's going to be on this show later on today. So this is KXVS Morning Show. Alex, Ronnie, Marcellus, and Timothy. We'll be back after this.
Oh no.
You're listening to
KXVS.
KXVS.